Good morning, class. Who wants some coffee? Actually, how do you take your coffee? Because I take mine seriously, very seriously. Most of us can agree on the importance of drinking coffee to get the day started. And that is because after we drink coffee, caffeine reaches our brain and we become more alert and focused and gives us a boost of energy. I myself am a huge coffee lover, and I started drinking coffee and making coffee when I was around 13 years old. I have experimented with many kinds of coffee, different techniques, and I did an extensive research on coffee consumption. I found interesting data statistics released from the website of National Coffee Association in USA in 2020, where I learned that 62% of Americans drink on average 3 cups of coffee every day. The purpose of my speech today is to teach you how to make coffee in a French press. I will show you what is needed, how to set up the French press, and how to obtain freshly brewed black coffee. What is needed for making coffee in a French press is ground coffee, hot water, your favorite cup, and essentially the French press. I will be making 3 cups of coffee, and for that I need 3 full measuring spoons of coffee. This is a measuring spoon that came with the French press, and it has a standard measurement of 7 grams of coffee for each cup of hot water. Now that we have everything that we need for brewing coffee in the French press, let us see how to actually set up the French press. Setting the French press for brewing coffee, start with putting the ground coffee directly into the bottom of the beaker. This is my 3 full spoons of ground coffee. Then we need to pour hot water directly over it, and about half of what you will be brewing today. This is to make sure that we have covered all the coffee grounds as even as possible, and you can even give it a little stir. And after, pour the rest of the water. Then put the lid back on. And this is when we wait for magic to happen. As you can see, coffee starts brewing as soon as we pour hot water over it. According to the manual of this French press, optimal brewing time is between 4 and 5 minutes. But for the purpose of these demonstrations, I will not be waiting the full brewing time. And there's always variations possible. For example, if you want your coffee stronger, you can add on more coffee and less water, or you can let it sit and brew for longer, but keep in mind that the longer the coffee stays with the water brewing, the bitter the taste might be. One last step is to complete, as our brewing time is almost done. Now that we have seen how to set up the French press, let us see how to obtain a cup of freshly brewed black coffee. Final step is to obtain the freshly brewed black coffee. The lid has a special plunger, and all I need to do is to firmly push the plunger all the way down. This will separate the coffee grounds from the liquid, as so. And now I can directly pour my coffee into the cup. You can customize coffee to your own taste buds and to your own preferences. You can add on different types of sweeteners, creamers, spices, different kinds of milks. But for me, my favorite way of having my coffee is hot, black, rich, freshly brewed coffee. In conclusion, I have demonstrated how to make coffee in a French press. I have discussed what is needed, how to actually set up the French press, and how to obtain freshly brewed hot coffee. After this presentation, I hope you're intrigued by the technique behind making coffee in a French press, and you switch up your routine and try a different style of coffee at your own home. I will end this presentation with a funny meme, popular meme on the internet, which is shh, but first coffee. Thank you for watching.